Police, volunteers, and family members continue to search for 21-year-old Texas A&M Corpis Christi student Caleb Harris. He has been missing since Monday.
He wanted to address, he asked me if I would send this message to all the cyber sleuths, people in the true crime community that really do care about. They are getting to a point, law enforcement is getting to a point that they do have some direction on where they're looking and what they're looking at.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody, where we cover true crime mystery to the missing. Caleb Harris, a 21-year-old college student out of Corpus Christi, Texas, went missing on the early hours of March 4th, sometime just before 3 a.m. He just vanished. He was last seen with his roommates, caught on this ring cam, walking their new dog. This was taken at approximately 1 a.m. in the morning. Shortly later, Caleb Harris would order Uber Eats at 2:45 a.m. along with Snapchatting with his sister. Then after that, he sent his final Snapchat picture, which was received by his friend at 3:03 a.m., which shows a foggy picture of a bridge which was taken just outside his apartment complex located here. The next day, the roommate awoke to find that Caleb Harris was missing and that his Uber Eats order was still sitting outside. So what actually happened to Caleb Harris? And more importantly, what is this new lead that law enforcement allegedly has? First, we need to go back to the timeline and take a closer look as they learned Caleb Harris's phone went dark at 2:58 a.m. This time is crucial as this means this photo that Caleb took had to have been taken just before 2:58 a.m., meaning sometime between ordering Uber Eats at 2:45 a.m. and 2:58 a.m. when his phone went dark, something terrible happened to Caleb Harris. Jennifer Coffindaffer, who is a former FBI agent, has been covering this case and has been speaking with the family and doing many interviews. Although it's been nearly 3 months since Caleb's disappearance and no major developments in the case, it has not gone cold. According to Coffindaffer, in her latest interview, it seems law enforcement has a lead, and if by chance that lead doesn't pan out, they will release some kind of details to the public.
Is getting to a point that they do have some direction on where they're looking and what they're looking at. And so they're not at a brick wall yet, but the minute they get to a brick wall, they are going to make a release of information when they think they're at the point that it's going to help the case. And they don't think that right now. They don't think that what they're sitting on and not sharing, it's going to be helpful to share right now. But he wanted to assure everyone in the community.
So what could this lead be that law enforcement allegedly has? Many feel like Caleb Harris was abducted by someone, likely with a vehicle. Luckily, there are plenty of street surveillance cameras around in that area, but unfortunately, it was really foggy that night. So it's possible they have surveillance footage of a suspicious vehicle or person, but perhaps it's too difficult to see due to the fog. There's also mention of a Reddit account which was used as like a hookup app. It's rumored an account used by Caleb was using this Reddit app to meet up with somebody that night, but this account has not been verified by the family. Considering Caleb had no wallet, keys, nor shoes, it seems odd that he would leave to meet up with somebody, but it's certainly possible. There's also a hint that this could have been an abduction, as Coffindaffer had Caleb's entire family on and mentioned this.
Just wanted to know if we could kind of go around. Jeff, I'm going to start with you. What it is meant to have him gone. And any message that you might want to send in case anybody that might be involved in this would be listening.
As truly heartbreaking as it is to see a family have to do this, the best way to help Caleb is to help spread awareness about his case. Also, another clue is that it appears that Caleb had Apple devices, and the FBI is going through them. So if Caleb did have an iPhone, iPhones have a function that when the battery dies on the iPhone, it still saves some power into the Wi-Fi circuits, which depending on the operating system of the iPhone, it can last up to 24 hours, meaning the phone will still ping many hours after the battery dies. But if the iPhone is not pinging at all, would suggest that the phone has been compromised in some way, meaning more or less the phone was destroyed. And his last ping was at 2:58 when the phone apparently went dark, approximately 1 mile west of his last known location. It's quite possible that after being abducted, his phone was destroyed shortly thereafter. Again, sadly, all these clues lead to a possible abduction, but luckily it seems law enforcement has some kind of lead. We will continue to cover his story and the latest developments. Please share this video and Caleb's story. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Please share your thoughts in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching.